Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. We are doing a pantry purge for the month of May, and what that means to us is we are trying to eat down and make space in our pantries and in our freezer, and also at the same time ensure that we use all of the food that we have before we lose it to spoilage. And spoilage can also be freezer spoilage. So we are doing well, but I was feeling very restricted. And then something exciting happened this week. We had a family potluck. So we had family come for the weekend, and then we had even more family come for the day of the potluck. Everybody brought something, as is the way with potlucks, and I feel totally revived about the purge and the challenge. So even though all of the things I contributed came from my pantry, having items that were available to eat that didn't come from my pantry just feels different. So I feel very revived, and we are ready for week 4. Check out what we were eating this week, see what we were able to eat down and get rid of. And let me know in the comments what you think. You might be watching this video from our YouTube channel. You might be watching this video from our Facebook page. Either way, let me know where you are and what you think. And if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Here are some items from the top of my fridge freezer drawer. So the drawer's on the bottom, it's got a sliding drawer on the top, and then of course it's an open bin on the bottom. These are just from the sliding drawer. I'm gonna try to organize it a bit to see what exactly I have. I know I need to purge more stuff, but it would be great to kind of figure out what is higher on the purge priority. And look what I found. Those are from an old, not Pop-Tarts, but toaster strudels. Those are from an old toaster strudel, so those are cream. I could use that on any kind of dessert that I am making, so that's really exciting that I found those. This is the stuff from the bin in the bottom of the freezer, and it's a good thing to do this because I have, here's a bag of open peas, here's a bag of open peas, here's a bag of open peas, open broccoli that I didn't realize was down there. So it's just really good to take inventory and to organize. It's easier to plan when you're organized and you know what you have. This is where this little exercise got me. I thought those were meatballs. They're not. Look, see, chocolate chips. These are protein balls that I made at one point. So I've taken them out. They're thawed. We're gonna eat them. I have no idea what this is. Is it a piece of fish? Is it a chicken breast? I'm not sure. We're gonna thaw it, and that is number 1, high on my priority. That has got to go into something. This little teeny bag of peas is gonna go into whatever I cook next. That needs to be used up, and like seriously, I left that many in the bag in the freezer. Come on, Melanie. Okay, so those are the things that are gonna go next. That package thawed, and come to find out it is scallops, and not little bay scallops like what I use in a chowder, like big scallops. I had no idea those were in there. So we're not going to have those tonight. That gave me an idea for something else. I had quite a lot of seafood in the fridge, so I am going to see what all I have, and these we will save for tomorrow or Sunday for a special treat. Last week I had a bit of a fail when I was trying to redeem for lactose-free sour cream. I had a specific list that was on it, and the store was sold out. So today I actually went to a different store. So I went to Sobeys, and I found lactose-free sour cream made by Gailey. And I was able to redeem for these bananas and the sour cream, and it's one of the big containers, so 450 milliliters. And I did some quick mental math with the fast fill coupons that I had, and I was able to pull out specific ones and get it down to just 4 cents. 4 cents difference was what I had to pay. Then I was able to go to the superstore and I redeemed $10 worth of PC Optimum points. The garden salad here was on for $3. I got some in-store hot dog buns that were on sale for $3. I got 2 donuts. They were regular $2.19 and they were on for 50% off, so $1.10. And then PC member pricing for the kettle cooked chips was 99 cents each. So we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I was able to redeem $10. So that's fantastic. Very excited. Yay chips and yay donuts. For supper tonight, we are having barbecued pork chops, and these have been marinating since yesterday. We're having baked potatoes, and with the baked potatoes, we have sour cream, we have cheese, we have a little garden salad, and we don't have any salad dressing, so I made my own. We'll see how that tastes. I had lime juice, olive oil, a little bit of vinegar, and then some spices. And here is my plate. I am having leftover gravy from the poutines the other night instead of sour cream. Lunch is a leftover pork chop, baked potato, and salad. I almost forgot to take a picture of my lunch. I already took a bite. 2 protein balls and a banana. Finding the scallops earlier gave me the idea that I should do a seafood clear out of the freezer and make a chowder. I literally have everything I need to make a seafood chowder. I must have got those clams, that clam meat, on sale at some point because I normally buy canned clams. And I had 2 little packages of bay scallops, salmon pieces, haddock, lobster. This is leftover mussels. So this is the only thing that's already cooked. Just we had a feed one time and this is what was left over. So I froze it for the next chowder, and some shrimp. And you can tell, see how crystallized that is getting in the bag. This is not so bad. A little bit of crystallization there. This is quite crystallized. Let's see here. So it's a good time. Good thing. We'll get rid of all of this. To start my chowder, I have 1 carrot, 1 small onion, and 3 really small potatoes, diced fine, and I am going to boil those first. I'm thawing this lobster out now. I had a can of lobster at Christmas time. Not Christmas, I guess it was New Year's. I made a chowder and I only used half of the can, and I popped the other half in a freezer bag for the next time I made a chowder, which would be now. So I said only the lobster was cooked earlier, and that was wrong. The only thing that wasn't cooked was the haddock and the scallops. The lobster was cooked, the mussels I'd already cooked, the clams were cooked, so this was the only thing that I needed to do, plus the haddock. I'm going to use this creamy chowder package. I normally don't use any kind of package when I make a seafood chowder, but I have this, so I'm going to use it up. Okay, so this is the beginning of the chowder. I'm definitely going to have to add a little more liquid, but I just want this to cook up. I want to see how thick it is before I start adding more milk or cream. Milk is what I have, actually, 3% milk. I've just got some butter melting on top. We'll let the flavors kind of cook together for a bit, and then we are going to serve and eat. Looks delicious. Chowder and cornbread. It's delicious. This is actually my second bowl. Lunch is the leftover teriyaki stir frying with lo mein. I am clearing more stuff out of the freezer. I had these little mini tart shells, and there was 18 of them. And I also had some True North butter tart mix. The only thing I needed to put with it was 1 egg and 1/4 of a cup of butter. Also 1/4 of a cup of water, but that's free. And I already had all of that stuff, so I'm pretty excited, and we're gonna have these for treats. I want to say for the rest of the week, but they'll probably be gone tomorrow. I forgot to take a picture. We're having chicken burgers, cucumbers, potato salad. We wrapped the scallops in bacon and baked them. These look delicious. We're gonna have a little midnight snack. And I forgot to take the video before I started eating. So this was a little exciting this weekend. We have been really hardcore on the no spend, but we have a bunch of company here for the weekend. So it was really exciting. I told them what we had and they brought things that we didn't have. So we had hash browns, we had sausages, they brought eggs and they brought bread. So that was really exciting. So we are having sausages, hash browns, eggs, and toast. So we're having a big social event. My mom's birthday was yesterday, so I decided to make a cake that I had. So there we go, Devil's Food chocolate. I have not made homemade icing in probably 20 years, so I had to Google the ingredients, and I decided to make it a little fancy by adding some of this pina colada powder inside. And here is the end result, cake. This is another spread. So we had all kinds of hamburgers, tomatoes, we made potato salad, my one sister made coleslaw, and she brought eggs for deviled eggs, and she also brought sausages. The other sister bought an entire chicken, and so we are having that for beer can chicken. My mother brought some buns, my sister made some pasta salad. So all in all, quite a smorgasbord. Leftovers from yesterday's potluck for lunch today. Supper tonight is leftover seafood chowder and jalapeno cornbread. Lunch today is 2 protein balls, a banana, and some goldfish crackers. On the weekend, we did a beer can chicken on the barbecue for our potluck. This carcass, skin, wings was left over. I am going to turn this into a small soup, maybe just enough to get us 2 lunches each this week, but that would be great. More lunches than what you might think of just by looking at a old chicken carcass. I'm also going to include in it this little teeny bag of chicken bones and pieces that I had in the freezer. Boil that down, and when it's all said and done, this remnants of this leftovers is going to go right in the soup as well. So after I boiled the chicken carcass, this is what I have for broth. It isn't tons and tons of broth, but it's definitely enough for a good base for a soup. These are the bones. Everything that's left, I scooped it out of there, and I'm going to let it cool before I peel every little bit of chicken that I can find off of there back for the soup, and then discard the rest. I had sliced these tomatoes up on the hamburgers for our potluck. This is what is left over, so I'm just going to cut it up and throw it into the soup. Adding into the soup 1 leek, 1 carrot, and some really wilty celery. Homemade soup and homemade bread. I'm not quite sure how long this has been in the freezer, but long enough for there to be crystallization on the outside of the pack. So this is definitely one of those items that needs to go. So we are going to try this for supper tonight. Turned out pretty good, I think, for as much crystallization as that it had on it. Confession time. Okay, here goes. I bought 5 barbecue sauces, craft barbecue sauces this week at Walmart. They were 77 cents each. I know we're on a no spend. We are not using them this week. I have put them away in the pantry. We actually had no barbecue sauce in the pantry, so it was a good investment for me at 77 cents. Okay, confession 1. Number 2, I ate out with my neighbor last Thursday. I was on a vacation day and we went to town and we had lunch in town. So I had a McDouble combo at McDonald's. Number 3, I made the seafood chowder. I had set the spread out on the table so that you could see everything, and I actually didn't use the salmon. I didn't like the look of it after it had thawed, and just not the look. I just think it was turned, and it's not worth it to risk it, so I lost the salmon. So that was a shame, but I was able to save all of the rest of the seafood, and the chowder was delicious. Number 4, the tarts, the butter tarts were delicious, and they did last more than one day, but they're all gone now. And the cake was actually really, really good. So those are all my confessions after week 3. I hope you liked the video. Like and share the post, and let me know your thoughts and your comments. Thanks so much for watching.